Hello, welcome back. Today I thought I would play some 1962 Action PC 2021 Golf. So let's head on over to the course. Action PC Golf has a weird window, and I'm still trying to figure out how to get it to work. So let's go to it and see what we got. So currently, I am on the fourth tournament of the season, the Lucky International Open. Back at the Bing Crosby, I ended up second behind John Gustin. We went into the third round in first place, but kind of had a rough fourth round. So the Lucky International Open is in Harding Park, San Francisco, where the PGA was held time before last, I believe. This is the second round, and Arnold Palmer is 2 under, and Johnny Pott and Don Massengale are 6 under in the lead. We are 4 strokes off the pace, and as usual, I will like watching my partners play. Turn off the pause because I can pause it myself if I want to. Let's get going. It looks like the weather is kind of crappy today here in Harding Park. We've got some wind at 20 miles per hour from the southwest. It looks like we've got some rain as well. So that should add some excitement to the game. And as usual, hopefully anyone who is kind of a rookie with this game.
Welcome to Harding Park GC and the Lucky International Open. Now on the first tee from the United States, Bob Golby.
Can kind of watch and maybe pick up some pointers. And also, I'm still learning the game as well. I'm probably intermediate. So if there's anybody who has any suggestions or comments,
please welcome to the first tee from the United States, world number 1 Arnold Palmer.
I would appreciate that. So yesterday, Arnold Palmer, excuse me, birdied this one. Again, we got a substantial wind, moderate rain, so it's just a crappy day. So it looks like, again, he hits 259 with nothing taking into account. We're uphill and against the wind, so he's probably not going to get nearly 259. But looks like he hit it left a little, and the wind carried it left. As you can see, we only got 234 on that one. So obviously.
Now on the tee from the United States, Earl Stewart.
The environmental issues affected that stroke quite a bit. So he hit it right, but I think the wind carried it back to the fairway for him, or at least the first cut. All right, Bob Golby, who shot 3 under yesterday, finds the green. So obviously with the rain, that's going to slow down everything, greens and the fairways. Earl Stewart shot an even par yesterday. He actually had a pretty rough front 9 and then ended with 4 birdies to get to even. The one thing they've done is on the 2020 version, they had the percentages actually on this, and now they just have pictures. On the forum, they had said that they didn't think that was realistic because obviously in real life you don't have percentages. But they did say that the pictures are pretty good representative of what the slope is. So I actually prefer that. Somebody had mentioned that it might have been better to make that an option if you want. That's a fair assessment. But anyway, I prefer it like this. So it's a little below his feet. The wind, it's downhill substantially at 6.69 degrees. So he's going to hit it to the right. The wind's going to blow it to the left. So that ought to be about where we want. I think the wind's going to blow more than he's going to hit it that way. So at 179, that puts us about there. So I think that should get us pretty close to where we want to be if he hits it straight, which he doesn't. Might be able to putt there. So you saw he hit it 2, 3 to the right, and he didn't get all of it either. He only shot about 97% of it. So he's on the fairway, and they're going to let him putt. I could switch to the short game, but because Arnold Palmer's ratings are much better as a putter, I putt whenever I can. So again, that's knowing the strengths and weaknesses of your golfer. So that's going to be a lag because that's a long way away. It's doable for a par. Earl Stewart for birdie. He should be able to convert that. Bob Golby for birdie. Looks like it's going to be pars for everyone. We got about 5 feet. Oh, Arnold. Man, from 5 to 10 feet, he is just having a horrible year. I think his percentage over 10 is better than his 5 to 10. He just misses way too many of those this year. I don't know why, because his rating is equal among all putting. So we go to the short par 4 here, 387. Hole number 2. See if we can get that stroke back. That's very oh wow, he got a bad bounce. He bounced over the sand. Earl Stewart finds the fairway. Okay, get the lay of the land. Looks like the fairway's pretty level. So again, that wind's going to knock us back a little bit. So he hit it left. 2.3, and with the wind blowing to the left, obviously that exaggerated it quite a bit, and he's in the rough. So this could be a rough day for Arnold Palmer. Like in real golf, some days you have it and some days you don't. So you have to try to muddle through. So Golby got a very favorable bounce out of the trees. Okay, so the ball's above our feet, so he's going to hit it left. Got the wind, so 179. That ought to be about where we want to be, assuming he hits it straight, and he doesn't. You can see he hit that 6 degrees to the left, and he didn't get all of it, and the lie hurt us really bad. I'm going to do some damage control here. That's 78. I've got little issues with the trees there. Back that off a little, so 66. Let's see him about there with the wind. Let's aim this way. That wind's going to blow us back some. Made the green. It looks like I got away from him a little bit. Being in the rough, it was hard to get any spin on it. Earl Stewart drops it for a birdie. So he picks up where he left off yesterday. Golby for par. And he misses. That'll be a bogey for Golby. And we need this to get par. So this is an important putt here. I'm going to be a little aggressive. And he misses again. And this is going to be one of those days. So that's 2 bogeys in a row for Arnold Palmer. go to our first 3 par of the day. Earl Stewart finds the green. Bob Golby doesn't. He hits that left substantially. The wind is blowing at us pretty strongly, and it's uphill, almost 6 degrees, so we're going to need a lot of club for this one. Got 190 pitchy about there. I think that's probably going to be what I need, assuming he hits it straight. Wow, that wind is really pushing the ball back, unless he didn't get all of that one. He got most of it, 99. He did hit it left a little. So that wind is really tough today. You're going to have to do some calculating. That's a pretty good shot. Pretty good pitch. We're 51 feet, so we're going to lag that one. If we can get away with a par here. That's not over 5 feet, so we should be okay. Do it for birdie, and he shoots it past on the right. That wasn't a very good putt. He misses coming back. That's going to be a Golby pars. Need this for a par here. Palmer hits it. Get our first par of the day. If we can gain some of those strokes back we lost early on. With the conditions today, that's going to be tough. First 5 par of the day, a 570-yarder. Bob Golby finds the trees. Pretty good bounce, but still way short of where he wants to be and in the rough. So the wind's at our back this time. So that's going to carry it substantially. If I hit it there, try to get, this is a risky shot. Arnold Palmer, his preferred shape is a draw, so he's supposed to be decent at that. And that wind's blowing a little to the left. So that ought to carry us a little bit. And he's going to overshoot it. I think he hit it to the right. Yep, 2.8 degrees to the right, so that hurt us. We're in the trees, so we'll have to see what kind of lie we got. And Earl Stewart takes the safe route, which I probably should have done. Golby is able to land in the fairway on his second shot, make up some ground from his tee shot. Earl Stewart is not a long hitter, it would appear. He's in pretty good shape. All right, let's see what we got. Looks like an 8-iron. Yep, so when you see that, when the red shows up, that means that the lie is bad. And so the highest club that you're recommended to use is the 8-iron. You can try those other ones at your own risk, but it's usually better to go with the suggestion. So all we got's 155. Even with that, blocked by the trees, pretty good chance. The wind's blowing back. Oh, goodness. Really bad lie here. We're just going to have to try to hit it into the fairway here. Try to make it up on the next shot. So this shows you, even with the best golfers, some days it's rough and frustrating. So hopefully we can reach the green here. So we got 190. The wind is at our back, blowing to the right a little. So if we aim there and he hits it straight, we should hit the green. And he hits it right. Man, he's having a bad day. It probably wasn't a whole lot right, but that wind made it worse. So he hit 2 degrees right. So with that in the wind, it put us in a bad place. If he can get up and down here, we can at least get away with par. And Arnold Palmer's short game can be very erratic. It's above our feet. So as you can see here, where the dotted line stops is where the ball's supposed to land, and then where the arrow is where it's supposed to roll to, and that's assuming everything's flat and there's no other things going on. So we have an uphill lie, so that's going to take a little bit of the flight off, and it's downhill, and it's above his feet. Let's aim here and see if that will roll down. And again, his consistency on the short game is really bad. And see that he didn't get all of that at all. See, his contact was only 83%. So again, he was in the rough, so that makes it a little, and he hit it right. So he needs that to get away with a par here. You hate to get pars on par 5s, but this is a tough par 5. But Earl Stewart's able to birdie it. Bob Golby for his birdie, and he birdies it. Nobody's going to birdie it but me, so we're in that treacherous 5 to 10 feet range. And he's able to hit that one. So we get away with a par. We go to hole number 5, a short par 4. Stewart leads off. So it looks like Johnny Todd is still leading the tournament, but he is down to -6. I'd say it'd be a tough day for anybody to get a really high score. Excuse me, I'm sure there's some who will, but they won't be many, I don't think, with this weather conditions we have today. All right, so a level fairway, wind's blowing back pretty much at our face. So if we aim there, ought to blow it back. And this one thing typically he is good at is his drive distance and accuracy. So he hit that one pretty good. He didn't get all of it. Golby is a long driver. There's not too many people can out drive Arnold Palmer in the 1962 season, but Golby has some. We got 179 yards, or 177 to go. His 6-iron hits 179, and with that wind, we need more club than that. That's at 190, and it's slightly uphill. Again, I think that wind is probably still going to be a little short. Yeah, it is. He hit it a little left, and he actually got more. So I'm going to have to start compensating for the wind a little bit more. It is affecting the flight of the ball more than I am compensating for. So we got a 37-footer. I'm going to putt this one. If we can maybe get lucky. Nope. That's a pretty good approach putt, though. Earl Stewart looking for another birdie. He misses. His right. Golby for birdie, and he misses as well. So Earl Stewart sinks it. We got this for par. So we get our third par in a row. I didn't see what the cut is. -1. We're going to have to play some golf here if I want to make the cut. Don't want to miss another cut. Earl Stewart finds the fairway. You know, one good thing about these sports sims is that you get to learn a lot about players in the past. With me doing this 1962 replay, I've learned a lot about different players like Bob Golby. And one cool feature of this is that you can actually get to Wikipedia from within inside the game. So as you're playing, if you want to learn about another player, it's pretty easy to do. Let's aim there, see if that will blow us back. He hit it left. Man, bad day. So he hit it 5 degrees left. Thankfully the wind was blowing to the right, or that would have been much worse. But he is in the rough, so obviously that will affect his second shot. The rough is 3, so that's average difficulty. Bob Golby finds the green. All right, so we got 143. We need a little less club than that. 23. We hit it there. I think the wind's going to carry us. Hopefully. Or did, assuming he hits it straight. So it looks like he hit it right some. Just a hair. That wind carried it. I wanted to err toward the green. I didn't want to be off here again. So Bob Golby, long putt for birdie. He will miss to the right. Stewart at 1 under. He's going to come up short. We got 14 feet, so that's a doable one. We could certainly use a birdie here. And he misses. And needed that one. So this is going to be a grind today, looks like. Not only is the course tough, Arnold Palmer is not on his game at all. Jan Bonnie Banks, nickname for hole number 7. Earl Stewart's playing a pretty good round today. Hitting his fairways. Bob Golby finds the fairway as well. Looks like the fairway's level. If we aim there, he's not going to get any further than that with the wind. So he hit it left a little. Wind carried us. Yep, so 2-4. Anytime you miss the way the wind's blowing, it's obviously going to exaggerate it quite a bit. Earl Stewart. It's the green. .123, we got 4 degrees uphill and the wind pretty much right at us. So 123 is not going to do it. 143, but just about there. That's probably what we want. Because again, uphill and the wind against us. And he still is short. Don't know if he got all of that one or not, but at least we found the green. And little 98%, so he didn't get all of it. But still, man, that wind is affecting us. Bob Golby, just comes up short. So he will par. We're slightly uphill and straight, so I'm going to try to putt this one, see if we can get lucky. Need to try to make that cut if we can. Comes up short, or misses to the right a little. Stewart for his birdie, just misses. So the cut is still at -1. Excuse me. So we go to our next par 3, 207 yards. As you can see, Arnold Palmer is 54th in the red, going the wrong direction. Earl Stewart bounces onto the green. He'll take that. Well, Arnold Palmer is the last golfer constantly. Oh, that's a nice shot. Very good under these conditions. So he sets himself up pretty good for a birdie, 11 feet away. The wind is blowing. 214 puts us there, so the wind's going to give us a little bit of carry. Let's aim there and hope for the best. He misses right a lot. Man, 3 pars with Arnold Palmer because his iron game is so crappy. It's just 3 pars are tough. So as you can see, he missed that one 9.7 degrees to the right. That was just a completely horrible hit. Here we are. So this is at an average lie out of the rough. We got a pitch there, but it's going to not roll quite that far because we're going uphill. So let's aim this way and a little that way because it was sloping to our right a little too. Again, assuming he hits the contact right, this looks like he didn't get all of it again. Yeah, 98%. And probably didn't compensate enough for the downslope. It didn't look like from the arrows that it was a big downslope, but it was enough that it didn't roll as far as it normally would have. Roll Stewart. We'll tap it in for par to stay at 1 under. So we got 12-6, so we need this one to get our par. We don't want to lose another stroke. Oh, well, that was close. Needed that one. Ooh. Goby hits it in like a hockey player. All right. 10 holes left to try to get to under 1. Got our second par 5 coming up. 510 yards, a little shorter than the last par 5. Well, Goby hits a pretty bad shot, but assuming he's got a decent lie, that shouldn't hurt him too bad. Stewart lands on the left side of the fairway. The wind is from our left and at our back a little. We hit it there. Should blow us back, assuming he hits it correctly. Looks like he hit it left. It's fighting the wind. Hopefully that's on the first cut. Yep. So he hit it 2 degrees left. So fighting the wind a little bit, but usually on the first cut, that lie doesn't affect you as much, obviously, as the rough does. Not as good as the fairway either. Yep. Well, Goby's in good shape. He's going to get a nice hit there out of the rough. Very nice. I'm glad somebody's playing a good round of golf. All right, so we got 214 with the wind at our back. If I hit it there, I want to go a little long. Make sure I hit the green. Oh, come on. Oh, good. Got a good bounce there. Obviously, it rolled further than it normally would have if he's in the fairway. He could have got a little bit of backspin on it, but that first cut took a little of that away. Stewart sets him up pretty good for a birdie. Again, we got a 12-2 here. This is for an eagle, so we need this one. I'm gonna put it. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, man. At least we get a birdie. So, I'd like to get another stroke or two if we can. Go in the weekend with somewhat of a chance. Looks like Johnny Pod is still at -6, and with that eagle, Bob Goby has just tied in the lead. Bob Goby's having a very good round. So for the day, we're shooting 1 over. I'll go ahead and finish this back 9. As long as I'm here. We got our second par 5 in a row, 573 yards, which is a pretty long one, especially depending on how the wind. And we could have used that eagle last hole, because this one might be tough to get par. And the wind is in our face too, so this is going to be a good one to make par. Colby is having quite a day today. He's a pretty good golfer. 1962 season. We got a 3-wood. It's kind of tough to see. That's the fairway there. Okay. Those shadows, it makes it a little difficult to see. So with that wind, we're probably not going to get that far. And he hits it left. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, Arnold. 8.5 degrees to the left. Golf can be a very frustrating game. Stewart, he's going to have a bit of work there to get par. See what we got going on. We're in the rough. We got 143. The wind is blowing pretty strong. Wonder we'll see a knockdown. Shots fly lower and are less affected by the wind. They carry a bit shorter than normal shots and are slightly less accurate. That's what we need. I'm going to try it here and see what we can get. And it's quite a bit short. Looks like the lie hurt us a little. So he's got to get up and down here to make a par, to hang on to his 1 under. Stewart for a long birdie here. Pretty good shape to get his par. See what we got. Let's do a pitch. Get out of the way. See what the slope is. Slope is uphill. So that should land right, but let's get a little bit past here. Again, this is assuming he hits it accurately. Oh, not bad. So he hit it 110%. So again, and he hit it right. If he'd hit it straight, that would have been even better. Looks like we should get our par out of here. Colby misses his birdie putt. Stewart looking to pick up his par. And hopefully we can knock that in and hang on to par. So we got a short par 3. Sheriff's Mount is the name of this hole. These names are funny. I don't know where they come up with them. Colby misses to the right substantially, but he will find the green. Earl Stewart misses to the right, and he doesn't find the green. He finds the beach. Again, Arnold Palmer's irons are very erratic. It's 179. If I'm going for the pin, yeah, we're going to need more club than that. I want to go long here. Let's see what that does. Man, still didn't get it. And either the wind was really strong. Yeah, he only got 97% of it as well. At least we're on the green. Got a somewhat average chance for birdie. Do it out of the sand. Nice. Very nice. So let's go for a putt here. Need to see if we can make this one. Come on. Oh, man. 2 missed putts. That's one thing with Arnold's game. If his putting's not on, he doesn't have a prayer. He gets hot with the putter. It's lights out. But when he's not, his short game is bad enough that we lost the red designation, so we're 33 in the white. At least we're not on the way down. Like poor old Frank Stranahan, who's shooting a +8. So Goby misses right, but the wind must be blowing from right to left. And looks like he will find either the first cut or the fairway. That's the fairway. Got a pretty long par 4 here. Wind blowing pretty much right at us, a little bit to the left. And Arnold hits it to the right. He did get a favorable bounce there, looks like, but we're still in the rough. 6 degrees to the right. He don't normally miss off the tee that bad, as he is today. We got a 3-iron at 204, and that's the strongest club they recommend because we are in the bristles. 204. Wind's going to blow it back a little, and he hits it left. The wind carries it there. Hopefully that's the first cut. Yep. He hit it 3 degrees left. Lost some on the contact, and a little bit off the lie effect. We've got a pretty big challenge to get up and down. Yeah, this long hole with the wind in our face is making it even longer. Looks like Goby goes a little long, but gets it to roll back. Stewart for his third shot. Nice. Oh, that spin hurt him a little bit. Still not a bad shot. All right, so we got 78 with the wind blowing right at us. We're going to need more club than that. 95 puts us there. Yeah, the way that wind's blowing, I almost think that's what I'm going to go for. Let's hit it high. The wind might bring it back more. That was a mistake. And so the lie effect, so even on the first cut, it'll affect you. So the lie effect took off 5%. He didn't get all of it. Those are some variables you just don't know about. So 24 or 22 feet, so I'm going to putt it. Be a little, and he misses. Goby for his par, and he's going to drop a shot. Stewart looking for his par, and he sinks it to stay 2 under. Need a 3-footer here for bogey. So we are back to even. Goby will drop back to 5 under. And now we have our red designation back. A little shorter 4 par here. Looks like the rain has ceased. It's partly cloudy skies, so that's good. I do know when it's raining, it makes your shots less accurate as well. Hopefully the weather doesn't clear up too much for Johnny Pott. I don't think he started his round yet. So the wind again is right in our face. If I hit it there, I think that's going to blow me back. Can't tell in the shadows there. We are on the first cut again, so again we know that can affect us. Stewart rolls into the sand. All right, so again, the wind is right at us, so 190 is not going to be nearly enough. 204. And if we can at least land on the green. He hits it right again a lot, and the wind is blowing a little bit that way. So he missed 7.7 degrees to the right. He only got 95% of it, and so that is just another crappy hit. So those are things you can't do anything about. You know, this game is a lot like being a... It's a nice hit by Goldby. This game's a lot like being a caddy. You know, you are talking with your golfer, but it's up to him to execute it. I think we could chip this one and see what the... So we're going to have to aim up, downhill here. Let's see what he can do with that. Oh, goodness. So he hit that one too far left and too hard. So he's going to have his work cut out for him. Oh, nice. He got a little bit of backspin on that one to get it to sit. Gonna make this for a par. And he hits a horrible shot. That was just way short. Looks like Stewart's going to drop a shot. The cut's to even. The way I'm playing, it's not going to help me any because I've dropped to 1 over. Apparently everybody's having a tough day of it. So we go to hole 15. Well, Goldby will find the fairway. So he's back to 6 under. With that birdie on the last hole. Stewart looks like he will find the fairway or the first cut one. Well, he might roll into the rough there. Yep, he finds the rough. All right, so the wind is blowing left to right. He hit it right. So he's going to be in the rough. That's a pretty narrow fairway. Actually, he made the first cut, so he hit it 2 degrees right, which is obviously made worse with the wind blowing strongly that way. That's a nice hit by Earl Stewart. Okay, so it's above our feet, so we're going to hit it left a little. The wind's going to blow it right. Probably want to aim about there. We got 179 with it uphill. Probably will be about right. Actually, I'm going to go a little more this way. I think that wind's going to blow it more than he's going to hit it that way. He hits right a lot. Man. As you can see, he hit it 3 degrees to the right. At least we found the green. We'll lag this one. That's a pretty good distance. We don't want a 3-putt. Pretty good lag putt. Goldby for the long birdie chance. Earl Stewart misses his birdie. A pretty straight shot there. All right, those 2 bogeys in a row hurt us. I wonder why Action PC does their window. I mean, like when you're in the tournament mode, you can't even get out of it to open up other windows. You can't minimize it or anything. So I don't know why they do that. A little frustrating when you're trying to stream it or record it, either one. Goldby hits it into the sand. Stewart's in the rough on the left. So we got the wind blowing right to left. Hey, Arnold got a good shot finally. Got 4 holes here to try to get back to at least even. Another good approach shot by Stewart. Let's see what his irons are. Yeah, see, he's really good at the irons. You can tell by the way he's playing. And he's not a bad putter. His short game is really bad. And he doesn't hit long or accurate off the tee. We've kind of seen that today in his game. That's a very good hit out of the sand. Got 110. The wind will blow us a little further, I think. Let's aim there. Go, 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 go. Yeah, not horrible. A Goby for birdie. He would be a little short. 24-footer here. We'll cut it, see if we can make one, maybe. Oh, come on. Ah, it's 3 of those today. I'd rather you miss by 5 feet. Stewart misses his birdie. But Johnny Pott has started his round, and he's at -7. Nobody else is getting good scores today, so hopefully Pott will drop down a little bit. So we've got 3 holes to get back to even. That's where the cut is right now. I don't want to miss another cut. I've already missed one. San Diego Open. We're shooting 3 over for the day. So that's a bad round. Well, Stewart hits the fairway. So this is a short 4 par. So let's see how the wind is. The wind's left to right. Be over there. That should put us in the fat part of the fairway. Okay. If we can set ourselves up for a birdie here. Nice drive. Will be misses to the right. Stewart showing off his iron game there, but he goes a little long. It looked like in the air, looked like that was going to be pretty good. Okay. So we got 78, and the wind is blowing back toward us a little bit. 78 puts us there. The wind's going to carry it a little more. Let's see, what's the... Hit it there. Do the high spin. And let's give it a whirl. This is a little risky. Sit on the green. No, it went long. And of course, he hit it 102%. The one time I needed him to hit a little under. We got to get up and down here to save our par. It looks like we're not going to make this cut. That's tough because the ground is got a very good lie, so that'll help us. We're going to aim above the pin and a little bit long to get it to roll down to the pin there, hopefully, assuming he hits it straight. I don't think he got all of it. That's not bad. I see only 93%. If he'd have hit that 100%, it would have been a much better. Oh, goodness. Oh, he hit the pin. Bounced out. We got under that one a little. I think the slope of the green will help him a bit. I see he only got 78% of that one, so He hit under it a little. He looks to get his par. Stay with 6 under, second place. Oh, that dangerous 5 to 10 range. Makes that one. 2 holes left. Stewart pars. That was a good up and down. We got a short 3 par. Well, looks like Pot lost a stroke and Bob Verwee picked one up. Take the lead. Yesterday, the first round, the conditions were very good. Not today. All right, so he's got 179. With the wind, that's going to take him a bit further. 155. That's probably want to go long to hit the green here. Let's go high. Assuming he hits it straight. Gonna be long. So again, he hit it almost 102% when you need him to hit it a little short. So we'll lag this one. And hope on the 18th that we can get our birdie. I'll go be for the long birdie. He will miss. 4-8. Ooh. All right, last hole here to see if we can make the cut. .403-yard par 4. We will be last again, as we've been all day long. Tough round of golf. That's not a favorable bounce. He might be out of bounds. Oh, still in play. The wind is blowing from right to left. That's going to give him a little bit of length. If we hit it there, that should slope it back into the fairway. That's a good first shot. Will be. This is to the right. Oh. Nice. That was pretty good from where he was at. Looks like he dodged quite a few branches. All right, so we need to try to set ourselves here. 155 is 3 degrees uphill, but you got a lot of wind. 14 to 22, which is a pretty wide range, so it's not only is it a high wind, it's gusting. So 155 is going to be too much. 143 ought to get us pretty close. I'm going to be adventuresome here. Nice. 7 feet for the birdie. He needs to make that putt. That's that treacherous 7 to 10 feet range that for some reason he is just really struggling with this season. I'll go be looking for par here. He makes it to stay at 6 under, so he had a good shot of 68 today. All right, here's to stay in the tournament. Nice. So assuming the cut doesn't change, I think Arnold Palmer gets to play the weekend. We'll let the tournament finish out here. Hopefully the cut won't change. Like Bob Verwey, he lost a shot, and Johnny Pott picked up one. Bob Goldby, like I said, shot a 68 today, which so far is one of the best rounds, if not the best round. Let's go down and see what the cut is here. The cut's still even. We'll keep an eye on that, because obviously that's what affects us the most. So if it goes to 1 under, we will be out. We shot a 73 today, 4 bogeys and only 2 birdies. Looks like the leaderboard still got 2 at -6. Here's the last round of golfers on the second hole. Back up to the top here. Looks like it'll show us here what the cut is, so if that changes, we will see it. Jerry Steelsmith, who's shooting 3 under today, is up there. Bob Charles and Frank Goldby. Looks like Johnny Pott is down to 5 under. And Bob Charles is up to 7 under. Right now, if it stays the way it is, looks like everybody's having a rough day. So that will just put me about around 7 strokes off the lead. So that's, you can make that up in 2 days. If Arnold Palmer gets hot. The cut is still even. It's going a little slower than it normally does for some reason. I see Sam Snead is in 10th place. Good old Sam Snead in the twilight of his career. Oh, Jerry Steelsmith is having a good day. So Bob Charles ended with a 68 today as well. John Panton shot a 67, which is pretty impressive with the conditions. Of course, now it's mostly sunny, still windy, but it's not as rainy. That will help. Steelsmith goes to -8. I'd like to see him drop a shot or 2 here. And he finishes with a 66. So the weather was a little better for him than it was for the early birds, because we had to deal with the rain. So Arnold Palmer makes the cut, so he will get to play in the weekend. And we have 8 strokes to make up. I don't want to advance. Let's see if I can get out of here. Again, with their windows, it's just really weird. With the replay baseball, the window doesn't do this. So I don't know exactly what's going on. So we're still world number 1. Of course, the money hasn't changed because we haven't finished the tournament. It's Arnold Palmer 5th with scoring average, which is one of my favorite stats. Let's get out of this. Transition back to that. And there you go. So I hope you enjoyed that. Got to see what it's like when a golfer is struggling with some difficult course conditions. And I will see you next time.